Waynesville High School is a proud member of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. We want to remind all of our spectators that this game is competitive but also an educational experience for all players and students. Let's continue to show respect and sportsmanship throughout this final contest of the night and refrain from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. We welcome our guests from Kickapoo High School, and we do wish all players good luck in tonight's final contest. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise, remove your hats, and join us for the playing of our national anthem by our very own Waynesville High School Tiger Pep Band.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Tiger basketball right here. Waynesville Tiger Gym on the campus of Waynesville High School. I'm Matt Johnson, along with me tonight, Eric Christek. Coach, we're just a two-man crew tonight as opposed to last night. But, Coach, we've got that same tough opponent across the court for the boys tonight as we had for the girls last night.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. It kind of feels like we're missing a guy here, having a couple of games, doing a three-man crew. As the Kickapoo Chiefs roll in after the Lady Chiefs last night.
Yeah, our third man's down there giving knuckles to the opposing team as we see them being introduced, and we'll get those to you. But it's time to introduce your Waynesville Tigers for the evening.
And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Waynesville Tigers. Starting tonight in guard, 5'7" junior.
Starting off at guard is going to be the junior, number 11, Omar Gonzalez.
Starting at forward, a 6'3" junior, number 3, Jerome.
We got a 6'3" junior joining in, Mr. Jerome Shelton.
Starting at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 23, Owen Schick.
We've got a senior, 23, Mr. Owen Schick.
Starting at guard, a 6'2" senior, number 2, Brandon Jackson.
The 6'2" senior, Brandon Jackson, wearing number 2. And finishing up, going to be number 1, Mr. Cody Black. Of course, Coach Caruso going to lead the charge here. And, Coach, this is going to be the tilt game here on the evening as the Waynesville Tigers freshman team put on a little show out here and got a good lead and just kept it rolling to beat the Kickapoo Chiefs on the freshman level. Now the Kickapoo Chiefs evened it up on the JV side. So, Coach, this is the tilt game, and Tigers going to have their hands full as the Kickapoo Chiefs roll in 16-4 on the season, number 8 team in the state of Missouri. And the Chiefs are going to get the tip, and we're going to roll to action. Elijah Neighbors brings it down.
And right off the bat, Chiefs run that set with a lob there.
Will
catch the
Wynn
Tigers.
puts it up and in, and Coach, they do a lot. You go back and look at the stats. You look at the video clips. The Kickapoo Chiefs do a lot right.
And Coach, that's why they're number 8 in the nation. Cody Black coming back
Cody
with
Black
a 3.
in the corner. Puts the Waynesville Tigers on top by 1. Well, and we talked 16-4. 3 of those losses came in the Bass Pro Shops Tournament of Champions. As we're going to get a foul here, I think we're going to get Brandon on that one. 3 of those losses came in the Bass Pro Shops Tournament of Champions to nationally ranked teams. So when that's 3 of your 4 losses, Coach, you're doing something right. And they've got a lot of talent on this team. That's going to put number 12 at the line. That's going to be Will Wynn.
And that foul was on number 3, Jerome Shelton for the Tigers.
Okay,
Coach.
so they're going to call Jerome.
First personal, first team, first foul of the game. And, Coach, you said that Bass Pro Tournament of Champions, that's really good basketball. They bring in a lot of good teams to that tournament. There's been some really big names throughout the years and some really big names that the Tigers have played.
Oh, absolutely. You go back, the Tigers, I believe,
Omar
Gonzalez for 3.
I like the way the Tigers come out shooting the ball, Coach.
If Coach Mickey Murray is tuned in tonight, he could tell us the exact year. I remember going down with Coach Murray, and at that point it was Coach Tom Bildner went down. I believe Waynesville
blocked
ended
by
up
Jackson.
Taking 3rd that year.
06, Coach.
Was it 06? Okay.
I believe that's the year you were talking about. LJ Fort, Gian.
And the really, really good group. Of course, that group the next year in 07 would go on to win the state championship in football here. Same group that made Final Four, 4th place state team in track. I mean, just across the board, that very, very athletic, very talented group.
I would argue that might be the most athletic group that's come through Waynesville.
Well, when you look at the stats in the hardware, it's hard to argue that. Kimry hits the free throw there to tie it up. Kimry leading scorer here on the season for this Kickapoo team, so expect to see the ball in his hands a lot tonight. High pass. Omar able to corral that one and keep possession here for the Tigers. Kimry playing a little close, and we're going to get a foul called over here on the side. Kimry gets into him with the body.
And Omar's tough. He's quick. He can handle the ball. He will go by you in nothing.
All right, Shelton to inbound. The Tigers just going to toss it back court, make sure we get it in. Omar set to bring it across half court for the Tigers. Bounce pass underneath, tipped. Push back to Kimry. Kicks it ahead. Down to the other end, off the glass, no good, but the putback's there by Will Wynn. Puts Kickapoo back on top by 2. Pass into the middle. The Tigers get it across. Brandon Jackson swings, finds Omar, back to Black. 3 won't go that time. Nice bounce in favor of the Tigers inside. Nice little move up and off the glass. Owen Schick. Is that a little baby hook there?
Yeah, Coach. Took it back to the 80s with that baby hook shot there.
Well, and just like that, Coach, we're tied up. And that's the kind of game you're going to have to play if you're going to hang with the Kickapoo Chiefs. And here in the early going, the Waynesville Tigers doing a fantastic job.
Coach, we got timeout. I wasn't sure which team called that timeout, but I believe it was Kickapoo.
Well, I did not see the signal on the floor. Usually you'll see the referee indicate which bench it came from, and then you'll see it on the scoreboard disappear. We have not taken not only did I not see a signal, I haven't seen the timeout disappear from the scoreboard. So one of the teams took a timeout. We're not sure who. All right, Kickapoo inbounds and back to work they go. Riley Tan brings it across half court for the Chiefs.
Dribble weave at the top.
Nice little move inside. That's going to be up and off the glass for Meyer.
That's a good take. Kickapoo extending a 3/4 court 1-2-2. Tigers got to be careful catching it, stopping with it up there near that half court line. Well,
and we saw that in the girls' game. What was that, Monday night?
Against Raleigh,
3 points.
Coach.
That 3 points of positioning there along that half court line came into play. Little move inside, no good. Pulled down by Jackson.
Coach, it worked out, but I thought the feet may have shuffled a little bit as he landed on that.
No, that was good, Coach. That was good. No Tiger bias whatsoever.
No.
Shelton now drives, kicks over, trying to find Cody Black on the wing. Tipped and taken away by Tan. He'll bring it back across half court for the Chiefs. Tan now looks to drive, kicks to the corner. 3 ball goes up, no good. Rebound Shelton. Kickapoo definitely seems to be coming out and guarding a little closer after a couple early threes by the Tiger here. Not quite so much space down here on the defensive end around that arc.
Yeah, they're coming out to the volleyball line, but then as we say that, they sag off on Omar a little bit. Maybe just because they know Jerome and Cody can hit shots from the logos. That's what we're going to say.
Well, we've seen Cody Black take some long shots. Now, I don't think he hit his first half quarter at halftime on Monday night, but I believe it was the second half quarter that he sunk.
And didn't even touch the rim on that one.
Jackson now swings it across Shelton. A little long on that pass, but the Tigers do a nice job to settle it down and recover. Into the corner, Jackson. Jackson takes the 3. A little bit long over the top, and that's going to end up in the hands of number 30. That's going to be Carter Christie. Down to the other end. Sometimes you try and be a little fancy, Coach Christek, and it doesn't work out.
Jerome with a nice take through the contact, getting 2.
Ties us up at 10. Tan swings off. Kickapoo trying to force that one down inside. Strong move up and over right there by number 25, Andrew Kleinman. Kleinman, that's the best you can do on a big guy like that. Turn around, get your hands up, try and stay vertical. Brandon Jackson for 3.
Push the Tigers back up by 1. And yeah, Coach, you're right. You just gotta keep position, keep those hands high. Try not to let him get into you. Good job on defense there last time by Schick. And a good take there by...
It's going to be Meyer goes up and gets that one. And the seesaw battle continues as the Kickapoo Chiefs go back up by 1.
Skip pass to Shelton.
3 won't go, but in position is going to be Schick. We're going to get a foul here.
I think he shoved him in the back. I think they're going to get him for a push. I think he went out before he went up there, Coach.
Well, it's going to be his second, team third. And Coach, we have a full hockey line shift here change for the Kickapoo Chiefs. Kimry checking back into the game, and we'll get this as we move along here. But
coaches, they bring that line back in. That's their starting line. That's number 1, Elijah Neighbors. Number 2, Reese Kimry.
Tipton taken away by the Tigers right there. Castillo.
A little bit strong off the glass. Woo. And a good take through the contact there by Kimry.
Kimry, leading scorer on this team. Actually, Kimry across the board, pretty much the leader in most of the categories here for this Kickapoo Chiefs team. Points per game, scorer on the season, leading rebounder, leading assist. There's not much that Kimry doesn't do for this Kickapoo Chiefs team.
Good pass there by Shelton. So good that it got his own teammate. The no look. I don't think he was quite ready for that pass.
And so that's going to be turnover on the Tigers. Going to be 1 minute to go here in first quarter action. The Kickapoo Chiefs holding on to a 3-point edge. Kimry goes inside. Not there. Push back outside. And we're going to get a foul underneath.
Well, that was a good scramble there by the Tigers to recover on the help side defense.
They're going to get Brandon with that one. It's going to be his first, 4th team foul. And that's going to send Elijah Neighbors to the line. Neighbors up and good with the first. And good with the second. Pushes that Kickapoo lead to 5 here. 51.9 seconds to play here in first quarter action.
Well, it looks like Kickapoo's going to flip that press. It dropped into a box press there. Cody Black for 3. Hits it. Cuts the lead to 2. Looks like Kickapoo may be trying to hold for that last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, it definitely looks like the move here is they're lead by 2. Kimry steps back for the 3, and he hits it.
Oh, a little early there.
Yeah, they're going to give the Tigers a chance to take a final shot here. Pass across, bounce pass to Jackson. Jackson double teamed. Going to be out of bounds. Only 1.2 seconds on the clock here, so whatever happens, got to happen fast.
Coach, 1.2, you got enough time for a dribble and a shot.
Quick dribble, power dribble. Jackson puts it up, and going to be long right there. I don't know that Jackson was looking for that inbounds pass, but he was the open guy and had to take the shot, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with the Kickapoo Chiefs on top right now, 21-16. Coach Christek, you know what that means it's time for?
Coach, I believe that means it's time for a TTSN
It's
Sports
time
Update.
for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by TTSN Facebook page for all the news that is news right here in Tiger Town. Coach Christek, do you know who loves the TigerTV Facebook page?
Coach Johnson, I know millions and
Well, there's
millions
millions,
of people
but do you know
love
who
the Tiger Facebook
especially loves it tonight?
page. Well, Coach, I believe with the spring season coming up, getting ready to get started, I believe that Coach Kayla Wilson.
Oh, Coach,
loves.
that's a fantastic guess. That is so great, and there's no doubt. Coach Wilson bleeds orange and black, but that's not right. Coach, tonight, the fan of the game, so to speak, is Coach Maria Duncan. Head wrestling girls coach on the road tonight. Coach, they're at districts tonight and got a couple updates to pass along here as we go. Getting word in that Dakota Nix has won her quarterfinal match, and so she will be wrestling in the semifinals tomorrow. Addie Brown is going to be at the same situation there into the semis. She's won her quarterfinal match. And a near and dear pole vaulter to my heart, Miss Destiny Oster, has won her quarterfinal match and will start in the semis tomorrow. So, Coach, that's fantastic news right there. 3 young ladies headed on to the semis with should have a real good shot to move on to state. And as we get more updates from down there, I believe they're in Ozark tonight for districts, and Coach can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but as we get any more information or updates, we will pass that along. Want to wish all the Lady Tiger wrestlers and Coach Duncan and the whole crew down there good luck tonight and tomorrow.
And Coach, that just continues the Tiger tradition of excellence over there in the girls wrestling and the boys wrestling too, for that matter. Just year in, year out.
And Coach Christek, I don't know if you heard a foghorn just a second ago through the earphones. I heard a foghorn. I want to send a big shout out. Looks like former high school principal right here, the admiral of the ship, Mr. Jason Witt, tuning in to catch a little Tiger basketball tonight.
I hope his school year is going well.
Well,
going back home.
Oh, I see the updates on the Facebook page, and it looks like he's having a lot of success across the board, and it looks like his little baby girl's starting to get a little bit bigger. Like all of a sudden, these kids, you blink and they seem to be growing like weeds. And just want to wish him a great Valentine's Day weekend. All right, Kickapoo holds the lead. Kimry drives,
Oh. Gonna get Owen Schick with a block there.
Well, that's one of those that I couldn't tell if Owen was set or not. And
I think, Coach, he saw that guy coming and just started leaning back just a little bit, and they got him on the lean and not staying still.
So that's going to be 2 on Owen. It's going to send Kimry to the line. He's up and good with the first.
Those are hard charges to take.
Well, especially at the speed Kimry was coming down the lane there. I would have moved.
Yes.
We wouldn't have even gotten close. It wouldn't have been questionable.
You know who wouldn't have moved? These TTSN sports interns.
No, you can't make them flinch.
With the training that they go through.
Well, and I know it's intense when Mr. Wallace early in the sports season, when he's running at them with crash pads in the hallway and trying to desensitize them to flinch and such, that it gets a little full contact, but you see the proof of it right here. And
the attack Chihuahuas.
Yeah,
yes.
the attack Chihuahuas, that's intense training. Because you would think Chihuahua not that scary, Coach Christek. You'd be wrong.
No, those little dogs are vicious.
Well, no, and I've got on the back of my left calf, I've got a little scar where a Chihuahua jumped up and bit me and took a chunk. I was more surprised than hurt in the moment because I didn't realize that dog was going to take a little chunk out of the back of my calf.
Well, and Coach, with as tall as you are, that's a pretty good jump for that little dog.
It was one of, I don't think it was one of the ones that Mr. Wallace uses, but it's possible. Coach, I think Coach Caruso, timeout right there. Just want to slow things down. It has been a nip-tuck game. Waynesville's been up by 1. Kickapoo's been up by 2. And it's been a seesaw battle. And all of a sudden, Kickapoo able to put a little run together right there, stretch that lead back to 6. I think Coach Caruso just want to slow it down just a little bit, make sure we're all on the same page. As Brandon Jackson loses the handle on it down here at this end.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Coach. Coach Caruso taking that timeout just to settle everybody down.
And I think we're going to get Castillo here. It's going to be Jatori Castillo going to be called with that one. That's going to send Thompson to the line.
That's Castillo's first personal, second team for the quarter.
Thompson no good on the first one.
And Coach Kickapoo changing up the press again, coming out of that timeout. They went all the way baseline to baseline on that, putting a little pressure on the Tigers.
Thompson no good on the second one. I'm with you. I thought that might have been a little lane violation, but Cody Black pulls down the rebound, and the Tigers move into the offense set. Omar Gonzalez with the ball out front, drives. Kick off to Shelton. Jerome brings it to the right, gonna pull back out. Now Jackson. Back up top to Cody Black. Kimry is not letting Cody Black get very far from his hip.
Yeah, I think after those first couple of threes, Coach, they said, we got to face guard this guy and not let him shoot.
Shelton a little off on the 3. Little give and go to Thompson at the other end.
Timeout, Tigers.
It's going to be the second timeout. Coach, somebody sleep on the timeout light because that's the third timeout of the game and it still says 5 and 5. I know 2 of them have been Tiger timeouts. Not sure where the first one belongs.
I believe the first one was Kickapoo Chiefs timeout because I saw the official telling the Tiger bench it was a 30.
Okay.
But I never saw the signal after that. So
yeah. So got to think Tigers still trying to just break that momentum a little bit there as the Kickapoo Chiefs push that lead out to 8. And definitely against a team like this, Coach, it can get away quick against a team this good.
The Tigers have done a really good job of containing these Kickapoo Chiefs tonight, making them take tough shots.
Well,
and slowing down that break for the most part.
Well, we've missed the last couple threes. The Tigers are on early, and it really kind of equalized that offense a little bit. Last couple haven't gone. We're going to have to keep after it. Going to have to hit those threes to be able to kind of keep that edge. Tigers come out of the timeout. Omar Gonzalez brings it back up top. It looks like the offense will reset.
Tigers spreading the floor.
Thompson out on Omar right there. Brandon Jackson turns, goes into the lane. Oh, rattles around, not there. It's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Brandon Jackson. I thought Kimry might have had the last paw on that one, but
I think he did, but I think it bounced off Jackson's chest, Coach. Right there's you
well,
landing out of bounds.
I'm going to give the referee the benefit of the doubt. He's a little closer than I am. And, Coach, we got a check-in coming from Mr. Trevon Dorsey. Trevon, of course, former, and we'll be getting into this in the next week or two. It's going to be time for that TTSN Sports Fan of the Year. Trevon Dorsey, one of our former Sports Fans of the Year.
And, Coach, I want to say Trevon is overseas. Trevon, correct us if we're wrong, but I believe he's overseas.
He's one of those every year in, year out, his name is always in the conversation for the finals. And, Coach, I'm getting a little breaking news from down in wrestling land. Looks like Bella Torres, Eve Smith, Jordan Seeley-Manuel, all three have lost in the quarterfinals. But, Coach, don't worry, don't panic. They're not out. Now, they've got to do it the hard way. They're going to have to go into wrestlebacks on the backside of the bracket tomorrow. But all three young ladies still in contention for a shot to move on to state. So we've got three into the semis tomorrow, three looking to come through the wrestlebacks tomorrow on the backside of the bracket. So with 6 Lady Tigers still alive down there right now, sounds like we're making a little noise down there at Wrestling Districts tonight. And, of course, next week we have the gentlemen, the boys, going to be heading off to districts. And week after that, we're going to have a full weekend at state with boys and girls. So absolutely fantastic news coming down the wire.
Now, Coach, you and I have watched a little Waynesville Tiger wrestling in our day.
I've seen a bit.
For the fans at home.
Oh, they're going to call Brandon with a charge.
For the fans at home, you got to explain. This the wrestling in the squared circle or the circled circle?
This is circle. This isn't the stuff that Coach Rawlings watches. This is I would almost said the real word, and that's going to hurt Coach Rawlings' feelings, and that's not what I'm aiming to do.
You messed up with that one, Coach.
Oh, Mrs. Chelsea.
You're going to hear about that one.
Yeah, no, but see, I'm going to shift it because Coach Rawlings loves Mrs. Chelsea Hunt, and she's checking in, cheering on these Tigers tonight. See, we're just going to transition right off of that and pretend none of that was said.
And that's another big-time fan of the TTSN Facebook page, Miss Chelsea Hunt.
Well, and she's one of those that if you go back and read some of the message boards and some of the speculation, of course you get to this point in the year and there's all sorts of speculation on who the finalists are going to be and different stuff, but one of the names that's been tossed around a lot on the fan message boards this year, Mrs. Chelsea Hunt. A lot of people feel that she's one of those names that's going to pop up here. And, of quite possibly the final 3.
I think I read a big-time sleeper pick on that one, Coach.
All right, back to offense we come. Ball tipped. Going to end up back in the hands of Tan. Down at the other end. We're going to get a foul, and Coach said, are we going to get Cody Black?
We are going to get Cody Black.
Going to get Cody. That's going to be his first 6th team foul, though. So that's going to put Riley Tan at the line. He's going to be shooting free throws.
Coach, remember now we stop counting after 5.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Went up on the board.
Hey,
old habits.
but I didn't call for the 1-and-1. I knew it was going to be 2 free throws.
They say old habits die hard, Coach.
Yeah, that's for a long time. And Coach, looks like we've got one of our wrestling sources, one of our wrestling coaches checking in. One of my best friends, Coach John Black, tuning in with us a little bit. Now, Coach Black may still be here in the building somewhere. I was down at the theater this evening down there with him for the Thespian Troops. Got the dinner theater going on down there tonight. And Jerome Shelton goes up over the top for 2 there.
Coach, are they doing the matinee tomorrow too?
No, I believe it was a one night only tonight.
Well, for all those fans of Tiger Town out there, if you ever get a chance to go watch the Waynesville Tiger Theater Department, that is a show to go see.
Well, in the dinner theater's fantastic because they had singing, they had monologues, they had different stuff, and of course they serve you dinner down there, and then they were going to do a little set change and then go into the theater for the second part there. And I had some errands to run. The students, one of the things that I thought was just absolutely fantastic, and of course, the Waynesville does a great job of this across the board, but teacher appreciation, each one of the student actors was able to invite a teacher and their family tonight, and it had a table for them and their family as a sign of appreciation. Of course, Maria Butler, Mr. Chris Crane do such a fantastic job down there with the theater group, and just a really neat thing. And trying to run around after school, I was a little late sneaking in, but made my way down there and had to miss some of the JV game, but got to see the first act down there of the dinner theater, and then hustle down here and do a little basketball. And then, Coach, if it's like last night, I'm going to scurry home. Now, I'm not going to have to stop and buy cat food tonight. I bought cat food last night on the way home. But I'm going to scurry home, and then I'm probably going to fall asleep watching Olympics. I was cheering on Team USA last night, and I still don't know who won the medal in the snowboarding I was watching. The Americans were up, and then I woke up at 1 o'clock, and the TV was still on, and I had missed the finals.
Well, Coach, I've been trying to catch a little USA hockey, but I have not been able to. I've not really been able to watch much of the Olympics this year at all. As Shelton,
just a little short, but
it was on
nice
target.
Move right there by the Tigers. Number 13, Eric Kalia, gets up out of bounds in the air and forces that ball back in. That classic bounce it off you out of bounds.
Cody Black's going to toss it all the way down the court.
Going to make Omar hustle all the way down the floor there.
He's fast enough. He can get there. Welsh with it up top.
Oh.
Tip pass.
I realize he's going for the ball, but that's a lot of contact.
And, Coach, with football season ending just last weekend in the Super Bowl, I think that might have been pass interference.
Well, I think he's going to get Ruby-Doo this time. Ruby-Doo got away with about 3 of them, but it was Jerome drove in to put the shot up. gets the 2 hands in the chest and blows the whistle there. So gonna stop the clock at 24.5 seconds. Put Sheldon at the line. That one's up, rattles around, no good. All right, Jerome set at the line for the second one. And hits the second.
Tigers going to show a little press of their own here.
Yep, Kimry passes that one off. They get it across. Look inside, Kindman. Back out top to Kimry. Kimry loses the handle on it as comes down. Cody Black puts up the 3.
That's a big-time shot there by Black.
And it's going to trim the lead to 11, and Waynesville Tigers going to go into halftime down right now, 38-27, pulled by that big three-pointer right there from Cody Black. Coach, we're going to step away for about 10 American minutes, but want everybody to stay right where you're at. Cat Pool, Rhythm Nation coming at you live here in just a second, and then go grab you that drink of water. Come back, turn it up for Rhythm Nation, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hope everybody was able to, in between hydrating, of course, catch Cat Pool. I keep slipping. But Cat Pool and Rhythm Nation's fantastic performance here. And, Coach, we've got some breaking news about Rhythm Nation here. If you want to do the honors here.
Well, Coach, on March 27th at 6:30, right here in the gym, the Rhythm Nation is hosting Dancing with the Stars, Coach. It's $10 for general admission, $20 for floor seats. You can buy them online March 1st, but if you're able to get down here to a Waynesville Tiger basketball game, they are selling them at the door for the rest of the season, Coach.
Should be a fantastic thing. Now, sadly, as I'm wearing my fancy Rhythm Nation jacket tonight, I was looking forward to possibly be a part of this production. I was asked to be one of the dancers, but unfortunately, we have a track meet that night, and actually we've got a track meet the next day as well up in St. Louis, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be here that night, but I hope everyone else get down here and get a chance to support the girls and have a lot of fun. I'm hearing rumors of a lot of local celebrities going to be involved in this.
Coach, I don't want to.
Well, we can't spoil it.
Spoil anything.
No.
I do believe there's going to be some people that you want to see on the dance floor out there on the dance
floor.
floor.
I think so, too.
Maybe a principal or two. Some other admin. It's going to be a fun night, Coach. As the Tigers get called for a foul here. That foul is on Cody Black. That's his second personal. First team foul. Ooh, Omar almost.
Oh, almost has
pass.
it, but Kimry goes up. Somebody got a hand on that one as Kimry took it up, because Kimry not going to miss that from that close, but Tigers come away with it right there. Still an 11-point game here for the Waynesville Tigers. Got to feel at least a little bit positive that in a couple of those moments things did not get away in that first half, and going to get a free look down the floor on that one. Going to be number 1, Elijah Neighbors.
Yeah, and Kickapoo's just kept the pressure on. And the Tigers done a pretty good job of handling it tonight, Coach. Keeping those runs pretty short. Being able to handle the ball.
Shelton directing traffic down here on the offensive end. Kicks over into the corner and finds Gonzalez. Back to the other side. Brandon Jackson, a little jump step through, and we're going to get a foul on Neighbors, I believe, here. They're going to get Neighbors. That's going to be his first, team first here in the third quarter. And, Coach, a little bit more positive news. Emma Smith and Nanelle Torres, both unfortunately losing in the quarterfinal match down there tonight, but still alive, going to be on that backside tomorrow with Bella Torres, Eve Smith, and Jordan Seeley-Manuel. So 5 girls in the wrestle backside tomorrow, and then, of course, we've got 3 young ladies, Dakota Nix, Addie Brown, and Destiny Oster, that have won out so far and going to be into the semifinals tomorrow, looking for spots to state. So a lot of Waynesville Lady Tiger wrestlers still alive down there tonight, and want to wish all of our Lady Tigers good luck.
And Coach, we talked about that squared circle earlier. I think that wrestle back in districts would be a lot more fun if it was elimination chamber style.
Now listen. I had to put up with this for 25 years up here on beside Coach Rawlings. There's certain things that went away when he put on that crushed orange velvet jacket. As what a little scoop right there for Brandon Jackson. Wow. Coach, I don't know if we've got that on replay. Holy cow, what a shot right there by Brandon Jackson.
The body control is unreal.
And just to get that left hand scoop
and completes the traditional three-point play.
Wow.
That foul was on Kimry. That's his second for the Chiefs.
Down to the other end. Now we're going to get a foul on the Tigers.
I believe that one's going to be on Shelton.
And, Coach, we talked about one former TTSN Sports Fan of the Year. There's another one that's checked in cheering on the Tigers tonight from Arkansas down the down the road. You're going to have to take multiple roads, but just down south of us, Mr. Dennis Rogers checking in. A name perennially in the TTSN Sports Fan of the Year running. Of course, a former winner. But, Coach, we look down through the check-ins tonight, and we got a lot of Fan of the Year names popping up here. Of course, with millions and millions out there. The long history, storied tradition of the award. Oh! Brandon has to alter that just a little bit as he gets inside there to avoid the block by Kindwood.
Well, Coach, I really thought when he went up, he might have just dunked on the Chiefs defender there, but he decided to go a different route.
Well, and Brandon Jackson definitely, we've seen him put it down a time or two, and we definitely see him get up way high in the air, as Brandon Jackson was a state qualifying high jumper last year. Definitely has the ability to, but I think he had to modify that shot and that little shift and change. Jerome Shelton at the other end, but quick hustle back by Ruby Doo.
And that's that transition offense that the Chiefs like to do. Coming back with the press here. Tigers break it.
Kimry tips it away and takes it. Down to the other end he comes, and I believe we're going to get Gonzalez with a foul here.
It's Omar's first of the night. As we get a replay of Jerome Shelton down under the basket in that last possession. It was a good, strong move down there. Protect the basketball, go up with the left. Right over the top of the rim. Kimry missed the first free throw. This is the Chiefs make a few changes. Kimry goes 1 for 1 at the line. And the Chiefs back in that diamond press.
Gives over to Omar. Back to Jerome, and Jerome gets it across the half-court line, but immediately into trap on him. Cody Black thinks about a three right there. Defense closed quickly. It looked like there was a window, and that window closed. Kimry gets in, tips it away, takes it to the other end, and gonna throw that one alley-oop. Will Wynn's going to finish the shot there, and we're going to get a full timeout here by the Waynesville Tigers.
Oh, and Kimry's quick on that jump on the dribble.
Oh, absolutely, and we've seen him out front right on that ball. Tips it forward, that little front hand steal, tips it up the floor, and able to quickly go and get it. And there's a reason he leads the team in most of the offensive categories down here. In fact, that last one, that's going to be another steal. Coming into tonight, he was leading the team in steals with 27.
He's a good player. All right, coming out of the Tiger timeout here, Tiger basketball.
All right, Kickapoo back into that little press. A little bit further back. Tigers working across. Cody Black, looking for Owen Schick down inside, but just a little bit higher right there for him. Owen not able to get that one down, so that's going to be out of bounds off the Tigers, so a turnover here to the Kickapoo Chiefs.
Kimry with it.
Kimry now on Shelton. Swings it across. 3 ball going to go up from the outside. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Kickapoo able to corral it. Nice little move in the lane, but not there. Finally pulled down by Schick for the Waynesville Tigers. At the other end, no good. Going to be out of bounds. I think Jerome, last Tiger to touch that one, so that's going to be turnover to the Kickapoo Chiefs.
That was a good find there by Shelton and a good move by Schick to catch it, come down, go back up with it. Just couldn't quite get it to fall.
So Siddharth to inbound here. Gets it into Riley Tan. Kickapoo Chiefs right back into the offensive end. Long 3 goes up from the outside, not there. Rebound comes to Siddharth. And Tan now drives the lane, and we're going to get a shove underneath.
No shot. Calling to on the floor, foul on Cody Black. That's his 3rd. Now coach has to make a decision.
Cameron Dillon checks into the game for the Waynesville Tigers. Shot no good, ball still rolling around. Omar Gonzalez gets it, and he's going to pull up here. Double team comes, and the Tigers going to reset the offense.
And it's a smart move by Omar there.
Yeah, there was a split second. It looked like you had the one-on-one, and then defensive help. One thing Kickapoo does well is they transition, they rotate back on defense quickly, and Omar thought better of it, pulls it out. Knocked out of bounds by the Kickapoo Chiefs, but the Waynesville Tigers back into control.
Back to Gonzalez.
Jerome Shelton. Up top, Siddharth playing pretty tight on Shelton. Omar Gonzalez now.
Oh, and they're switching as Cody Black comes across there. Switching the screen on the off-ball screen.
Jerome Shelton backs inside, a little turn move. Puts the jumper up, and it's good. Pulled the Tigers back to 15.
Boy, Jerome's good when he gets within about 15 feet and able to.
Oh.
Almost.
Whoa, that's got to be.
There it is. They're going to call the backcourt there.
I thought we might have had one over here on this side. I'm not sure about the 3 points of contact, but that last one was obvious and a little slow on the whistle. So turnover by the Chiefs.
Coach, I think he was able to keep his feet.
As we're going to get a replay here of that last play, as you see right there. Boy, look at how close the interns get you into the action there. As you see Jerome back him down, pull up, take that jumper. That's the training of a Tim Wallace program right there.
That is correct. Coach Crew, we're going to get a foul here. We're
going to get a foul. I think that they're going to get number 10, Braden Rubidoux, as he got a little shove over here, trying to push for the backcourt call, but you can't two-hand shove them backcourt. If they go backcourt, yes, it's a turnover, but you can't make them do it. And we're going to get a timeout called here. I think we're going to get a full here from Coach Caruso. And that's going to stop the clock with 5.2. So right now the Kickapoo Chiefs holding on to a 15-point edge, but the Tigers are going to have a chance to take a last shot here before the end of the third quarter. I think Coach Caruso just wants to draw it up, make sure we get a good look here. A 3 would be fantastic. Doesn't have to be a 3, but drop this to a 12-point game heading into the fourth quarter and then start eating away.
Yeah, Coach, I think that's exactly what Coach Caruso's wanting to do here. 5 seconds, you got a set from the sideline, get a good shot, let that clock run out, and get ready for the fourth quarter.
All right, so we come back here. The Tigers going to be inbounding where, Coach?
On the sideline, on that new mark. Coach, there's 2 sideline marks now that are not the half-court line. Good take,
yeah.
Omar.
And we're going to get a foul there as, for some odd reason, Braden Rubidoux thought it was a good idea to just reach out and grab him. That's going to be Rubidoux's 3rd.
Coach, that's good basketball now with that new 5-foul rule.
Got one to give.
Got one to give. You're resetting.
I get it. I just don't like it.
That's one of those things that rule change has really affected. Oh, Jerome not quite able to get that one off.
Just a little bobble on the pass right there, and it just eats up enough time right there. The Tigers not able to get that one off cleanly, but that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. And Coach, Waynesville Tigers trailing by 15. Obviously not ahead, not an optimal situation, but going into the fourth quarter with the chance to kind of claw back in here against the number 8 team in the state. Can't be completely unhappy about where we're sitting right this second.
No, Tigers are not completely out of this one yet. You go on a little run right here to start the quarter.
As you
cut
see
it down
a
to single digits.
replay right there as number 10 Riley Tan gets over and just grabs 2 handfuls of Omar. Omar just keeps the motor chugging.
Yeah, and that's what that foul does there, Coach. It takes that 5-second play out of the equation. Now Tigers have to come back and get something quick. Just not quite able to do that. Had a decent look, just couldn't quite get the shot off.
And Coach, across the way over there under the director of Mr. Chance Inman tonight, we have the Waynesville Tiger Pride Marching Band. They've kept the gym hopping and a-buzzing tonight. And of course, I'd always bias for our Waynesville Tigers, but Coach, that band not only is it fantastic, but my favorite trumpet player in the whole world is a part of that band.
Coach, that's a great band over there. Always has been.
It was a lot of fun this year as my daughter Paige, a freshman, being a part of the Tiger Pride Marching Band. Coach, I'd never been to a band competition as Cody Black drains the 3 on the other side. And Coach, I don't know if you've ever been to a marching band competition here. Coach, these are all-day affairs. You want to pack a cooler, you want to take sandwiches, a snack, because you're going to leave here about mid-morning. You're going to roll in about midnight. Some of these band competitions, they don't even start the awards till about 10:30 p.m. These are almost 24-hour events, and the Chance Inman, Jared Sabatasso, the work they put in, the hours they put in, it is just absolutely incredible.
Coach, those marching band competitions, they are something to go see if you've never seen one before.
Coach, this was away from the ball. I did not see it.
Believe
it's going to be on Kimry. It's going to be his third foul. Kimry goes to the bench a little hot. He doesn't agree with the call.
I believe they said he was holding him. I think maybe grabbed a cutter as he went by or something.
Yeah, I did. And Coach McHenry across the way having a little talk over here with the referee, wanting an explanation. It was away from the ball, so I did not see it. I was watching over towards the Tiger bench and area the ball was in, but we talked about a bite at a time. That 15-point lead's now 14. Waynesville holding on to the ball. Maybe trim it down a little bit. So we're going to get back to action here.
You get a 3, a stop, and a 2, and we're back to single digits here.
Oh, I like that math. I like that math a lot. So Cody Black to inbound here for the Tigers. Little cutter there, not there, and do the safe thing. Throw it deep to Omar and let Omar bring the ball across and start the offense. Kimry playing really tight on Gonzalez right now.
Maybe getting a little handsy there.
Yep.
Good take there by Shelton
and
to
we're
draw
gonna
the foul.
Going to get a foul. I think we may be getting Ruby do with this one. If so, that's going to be 4 on him. It is. It's going to be on Ruby do, and that's 4.
Keep taking it at him. And again, Coach Jerome being in within 15. Strong with the basketball.
And Jerome Shelton hits them both. And Coach, we talked about it, one little bite at a time. All of a sudden it's 15, it's 14, now it's 12.
Well, there's the 2, Coach, and we need to stop.
One stop at a time. Kindman fighting strong inside, not
there's
there.
The stop. Oh,
Omar's heels right there on that line. Oh, Coach, we're going to send a shout out. We talked about players, former years. One of my all-time favorites here, Mr. Keyshawn Smith, tuning in to catch a little Tiger basketball. Thompson able to slip behind right there, gets the easy 2 up and off the glass.
turnover there by the Tigers.
Yep, and Thompson pushes that ahead and able to put that off the glass for 2 more. So 4 points for Thompson and 2 trips.
Back to a 16-point lead there by the Chiefs.
Tigers edging that lead down, and boy, a couple quick movements right there, and Kickapoo kicks it right back up. Jerome Shelton fights through, finds Omar on the wing. Omar Gonzalez for 3. Oh, gonna get Omar. Omar trying to slide down inside. Gets into him with the body a little bit. So that'll be Omar's second, first team foul of the Tigers here in the 4th quarter. Kimry, bounce pass underneath to Thompson, and oh, that whistle seemed a little quick. Gonna get Owen.
Going to get Owen. That's his
third.
third.
That's going to be his third. That'll put Kimry over out of bounds to inbound here for the Chiefs.
I think. Oh.
Woo.
Good height and hang time there by Jackson.
Well, and Elijah Neighbors just kind of sits back and waits as long as he can, lets it go, puts it off the glass. Pushed inside, looking for Owen Schick underneath. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Chiefs. I believe Will Wynn got a hand on that one going out of bounds, so it should be Waynesville ball. Cody Black inbounds. As we've done, when nothing underneath, just kick it long, bring it across, and now we're going to get Kimry again.
Believe that's his 4th. 3rd team foul.
That's a couple Kickapoo Chiefs on the floor right now with 4 fouls, and Riley Tan probably pretty lucky he didn't just pick up number 5 right there.
That was a Omar Gonzalez brain moment right there where he just stopped and tried to get Rubidoux to run through him right there at the top. And almost did.
Ball tipped away inside, pushed back up top, and Kickapoo Chiefs quickly down to the other end. Ball loose. Neighbors able to corral it back. Swings to the far side. Kimry's going to put up the 3 from the corner.
Cody Black coming right back with a 3 of his own.
Answers for a 3 at the other end.
Foul there on Omar.
So 3 for Omar, 3rd for the Tigers here in the 4th quarter. Swing it, Neighbors puts up the 3. 3 more for him.
Little back and forth action on the 3 balls here.
It is.
Jerome
Shelton just going to take it right down the lane.
Where everybody likes the 3 ball, but Coach, I'm kind of partial to that drive and layup. Takes a little finesse and a little skill.
Yep. And turnover out of bounds right there for the Kickapoo Chiefs. And we talk about it, you get that stop. Now the Tigers got to come back, do something with it points-wise at the other end. It's one stop at a time. Something positive down here. Come back, fight for that next stop.
Tigers spread the floor. Shelton with a take, block, back to Schick. 2 points.
Nice job by Schick right there, being ready in the lane.
Timeout Kickapoo. 30-second timeout.
Look like this may be about shifting some personnel, as it looks like we're going to get another line change here for the Kickapoo Chiefs. But Coach, we're down to a little under 2.5 minutes, and we need to make sure that we recognize the most important people in this broadcast right here tonight. And that's going to be our TTSN Sports interns under the direction of the incomparable,
the illustrious,
the illuminal Tim Wallace. Tonight, the ones doing all the work right here, the closest intern to me is going to be Miss Caitlin Colgan. We've got Alessandra Eggert. We've got Hunter Coate. We've got Kayla Stuckey. And we've got Miss Lily Romero out there in the truck tonight controlling things. And as you see him right there, the shot in the truck, there's our Lily. Doing all this fantastic work. Coach, we roll in just like we did the day before. We throw on these headsets in the TTSN Sports Suite, high above the court right here. We just get to watch a great basketball game against one of the best teams in the state of Missouri. They're doing all the hard work. They're running around. They're sacrificing their body.
Oh, good defense there by Schick. Yeah, Coach, these interns night in, night out just put on a great showing.
Ooh, that's going to be out of bounds.
Of Tiger basketball, Tiger wrestling, Tiger football, Tiger track, did I hear?
Oh, and Coach, we're getting ready to send a shout out here to one of the Tigers that was on that team that we were talking about earlier. That's Mr. Frankie Long. Frankie, a big part of some of those Tiger teams that we were talking about earlier in the evening, that group in the Bass Pro. I've seen some stuff on YouTube, some little clips, and I'm pretty sure Frankie could get out here and go a full game, break a sweat, and go up and down the floor. I'm not sure there's many going to be able to go with him anymore at the speed I've seen him shooting and putting shots up, but I want to send a big hello out to him.
Coach, I don't know. I still think that team down that long ago could get out here and run with just about any team that we've seen this year. A lot of them went on to be long-time athletes after high school.
Brandon Jackson puts up the three, no good, pulled down by Siddharth, underneath.
And speaking of former Waynesville athletes, Coach, a couple of twins down there walking across the floor.
Yes, there is. One of those young men coaching down at Aurora. I believe he was in town today for some nuptials this afternoon. If I saw the pictures right on Facebook that their mom put on there earlier. Miss Marcy Cavalier, of course, she tunes in all the time with us, but always love to see our players return or check in with us, and just the tradition that they built here for Tiger basketball. And as we're 37 seconds to play, Tiger's going to most likely come up on the short end of this one here tonight. But when you're talking the number 8 team in the state of Missouri and the Kickapoo Chiefs, team that really only lost some games down in there at the Tournament of Champions down in Springfield, you got to hold your head high that you went toe-to-toe. You went all the way through the fourth quarter with probably the best team we're going to see this year.
Coach, the Tigers played probably one of the best games of basketball I've seen them play this year. I haven't been to all of them. I haven't been able to make all of them when we're not up here in the booth, but they fought all night long.
Well, we're coming down to the end here. 13-point edge right now for the Kickapoo Chiefs, and both teams still going hard at it right now.
And Tigers are going to play that defense till the end right here.
And that one's going to stop the clock at 6.9. Just throw it back. Kickapoo going to be content to run out the clock, and so that's going to bring us to the end. Kickapoo Chiefs going to come out with a 13-point edge tonight over the Waynesville Tigers. Want to thank all of our Tiger viewers for tuning in, joining us tonight. We'd love to see you down here next week. Now, Coach Christek, I forgot to look today. Do you know which night we're on next?
I do not, Coach.
I've got it sitting. Okay. Get the quick. All right, so we're going to have basketball next Friday night versus Glendale. Hope you guys these same boys going to be here versus Glendale next Friday night. Hope you will be down here in the gym with us. But if you can't be, we're going to be right back here for basketball.
And if you can make it, the boys and the girls both go to Lebanon this week.
Absolutely. Well, want to thank you guys. We want to wish everybody a fantastic weekend. Good luck to our Tiger Wrestling girls. For Eric Christek, I'm Matt Johnson. Have a wonderful weekend.